On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus, I'm sorry, people of the city of Lansing versus Donna Carpenter, 24-0242424L2853521. Council appearance, please.
Brendan Wendell, Deputy City Attorney for the City of Lansing.
Morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Carpenter, who joins us via Zoom.
So today was the date that was scheduled for a pretrial. There's a no ops. And then a disobeyed traffic sign. We reset this because she was supposed to be eligible to appeal a revocation. How are we proceeding?
That's correct, Your Honor. I believe last time we were in court, we had requested 45 to 60 days to do that. The court wanted to check in a little bit earlier on what she's been able to do so far. She has begun the appellate process for her revoked license. She's filled out the packet. She's got letters of recommendation. She is awaiting a doctor's appointment on the 18th. My conversation with Mr. Waddell led to, he would like to confirm or make sure that that packet with everything included gets fully submitted. So if the court is willing to be asking for adjournment beyond the 18th so that we can confirm that that is fully submitted, or we think we do have a resolution at that time, the city would just like to make sure it gets done.
That's accurate.
November 25th at 9:30. Have any questions for the court today? Ms. Carpenter?
No,
Any
Your
additional-
Honor.
any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
You're all set, ma'am. Matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Zamouria Foreman, 23-02149. Appearance, please.
Brendan Wendell, Deputy City Attorney for the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Foreman, who's joining us via Zoom.
Yes. Hello?
Okay, today's the date and time that was scheduled for a pre-trial. This is for a violation of a restricted license. How are we proceeding on this?
My understanding is Ms. Foreman is in the process of paying fines. I think Ms. Sutter can talk more specifically about her.
Ms. Foreman, can you stand still, please?
That's correct, Your Honor. It appears the only hold on getting her license at this point is some outstanding fines to the 54A District Court. She is still working on making those. She hasn't made progress, but has a little ways left to go. She'd be asking the court for a 30 to 45 day adjournment for her to complete those payments.
How much does she owe?
It is quite hefty, Your Honor. I did the math on Friday. It looks like the total right now was $1,385. It is across several files.
And she has a payment plan on these?
I do not know there's a payment plan, Your Honor, because I don't know that they've been officially forwarded to collections. They kind of added up $100 at a time, roughly. I did see quite a few of the files have had payments made on them, but I don't know that it's on an actual payment plan.
Total payment plan, $1,385 as of the 23rd of September. It says that her first payment was $75 due this week. So she is on a payment plan. She can make a payment plan. Okay, so she's thinking she's gonna be able to pay this off?
I don't know that she thinks is going to pay it off. I think the city likes to see progress on that.
Okay, she's been paying. Her payment plan is only $75. She's been paying $165. Or at least someone's been paying it. I think there's been at least 2 payments so far. There it is. November
Anyways.
25th. November 25th at 9:30. Do you have any questions for the court today, Ms. Foreman?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
And,
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is Mr. Harris in custody?
I don't believe he is at this time, Your Honor. Last I checked on Thursday or Friday of last week, he could get the PR bond. I do not believe he is.
Yeah, he wasn't on our jail list, so.
I did a quick look in a couple of nearby counties and didn't see him.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus David Guy, 2402895344142. Appearance, please.
Brandon Waddell, Deputy City Attorney of the City of Lansing.
My name is David Guy. Donna.
Okay, Mr. Guy, you did not request court-appointed counsel, that's correct.
That's right.
Okay, you're an offer on this.
There is, me and Mr. Guy and I spoke, he has presented me with his valid driver's license. We are prepared to dismiss the failure to display and amend the speeding to an impeding traffic.
That sounds great, Your Honor.
The fine's $135, what are you gonna pay?
$130,
$135?
$135. I can pay right now with a debit card.
Okay,
Do they take debit?
they do. We'll get you over to the criminal traffic window in just a moment.
Yes.
We're all set, sir.
Okay.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jorge Zuniga, 24-01453, counsel appearance.
Brandon Waddell, Deputy City Attorney on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Zuniga, who's standing to my right.
Today's thing set for sentencing, I do have a pre-sentence report. Those appeared on the 16th of October, counsel, will you get a copy?
I did get a copy, Your Honor.
You need to make corrections, updates, or deletions.
Just, I suppose, a partial update, Your Honor, with the employment section. It is accurate that he is not fully employed right now. However, I do think it's fair to Mr. Zuniga to point out the efforts he's been making to that end. It's because he's not paperwork right now. He's been working on getting that throughout the entire pendency of this case. He received a lot of it this week. He is just waiting on one last document from his mother to submit that first paperwork, and he should be employed after that. Beyond that, Your Honor, there's no corrections or updates.
So he's part-time, he's employed part-time right now?
He is not, Your Honor. He
Oh.
has a couple of side jobs, but he has no
Oh.
official part-time or full-time employment. He's kind of making just barely put efforts towards child support payments.
Make allocation.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did review this recommendation with Mr. Zuniga. I've also spent quite a bit of time speaking with him myself throughout this case. I think the overall recommendation here is a pretty fair one. I did kind of talk about the overall impression that the probation officer here had regarding Mr. Zuniga, and I think their opinion of some concern with him, I can see where it's coming from. He did talk to them about his history and that he's made some bad decisions in his past. 2015, 2016, he had some issues, and he admits these were kind of young and dumb decisions. And while there's not great decisions being made now, he's making efforts to correct that. To that end, what he did prior to even pleading on this case was completing an assessment, and then he went a step further and immediately signed up for outpatient treatment. I don't often see people do that until they're made to, and he chose to do it on his own, regardless of whether the court was going to over it. So after he completed his assessment with Cristo Ray, he disengaged their services, and it's been working with them ever since. That is part of the recommendation here, that he either begin or complete that, and I don't think that Mr. Zuniga is going to have any issues doing that, considering he's done it himself for quite some time without anybody making him do so. I also believe that the recommendation regarding the 12-step meeting is fair. The only thing I would ask the court to consider is some of the discretionary fines here. He does have a restitution payment to make an OWI cost recovery, as well as the payments regarding testing, probation oversight, the outpatient treatment he is paying for, as well as other costs he has, like child support. Beyond that, Your Honor, I would ask you to adopt the recommendation. Thank you.
Does the client have something he wants to say?
No, ma'am.
I would look at the report recommendation, and there were some statements that stuck out to me in the report, primarily the concern regarding you not being successful on probation previously before this court. 2016, I'm sorry, 2015, your probation was revoked. And then not that long ago, 2021, the probation was revoked. When you talked to the probation officer about it, you said you were young back then.
I could have stopped doing drugs,
You're
man.
not,
I could have stopped doing drugs, so I told her I didn't want to do probation, but this time I want to complete it. I don't want to go to jail, so that's basically what happened back then.
okay, because I was gonna say you weren't young.
Nope, I
Well, I mean,
didn't want to
Not
stop.
too much younger than what you are now.
No, I didn't want to stop, but now I do.
Okay, so you made a decision now that you want to change your
Yes, ma'am.
behavior. And
Yes,
your criminal history largely is consistent with this type of behavior. That indicates that there is a substance abuse problem that until you're ready to address it, it won't be addressed.
Yes, ma'am.
The recommendation is for 9 months of probation. Says you're unemployed, you're obviously gonna need to get some employment.
I'm just waiting on my birth certificate now from Texas because I was born down there. That's the reason I ain't got a job, because I can't get my identification right now. So I'm just waiting for that to get here, so I get my IDs.
Okay, so you don't have an ID here, you needed to get a copy of your birth certificate?
Yes, because my ID got expired. They took my physical license when I got stopped. And they need birth certificate and all that. And I was born in Texas and I already got all the paperwork ready to get sent and get
I
back to
recognize
you.
that. When did you order your birth certificate?
I got everything right here, actually. I gotta send it out. I'm just waiting on my mom to give me a picture ID copy. So they need that as well.
Waiting for your mom to give you a picture ID copy?
Your Honor, it's her license that they need to get his birth certificate.
Yes. So I'm getting that today and I'm mailing it out so they can get it back to me.
Oh, okay, because you don't have a
No,
valid
and I
ID.
can't
So
get
you
it
need
without
to-
birth
So
certificate.
she's requesting it
She has to
essentially.
request it for me.
Got
yes.
it, okay.
So I'm doing that now. I'm sending it out today, hopefully.
I would hope so.
Oh, yeah, I am gonna send it out today.
I would hope that you would want to get this taken care of.
Yes,
Because you should be employed.
yes,
You're gonna need to be employed because it's gonna cost some money to be successful on probation. Not gonna give you any special circumstances because of your employment status. You're a 40-year-old man.
yes, ma'am.
You know, when you knew before now you needed to have a birth certificate and a license.
Yes, ma'am.
You having child support, you have children. That's what happens. You gotta take care of them. So that's not going to have anything to do with what your responsibilities are here if you're gonna be successful. And because you've not been successful before, you're gonna really have to demonstrate that you're serious about this. Because I'm not gonna go back and forth with making sure you've enrolled in treatment and testing the way you're supposed to. You're gonna need to show that, I'm willing and I'm doing what I need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to give you a chance, although your record doesn't reflect that you've been successful doing this before, but you can show us otherwise at this point. And that's what we hope. 9 months probation. While on probation, you not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol or drugs unless you have a valid prescription. You will be required to submit to random preliminary breath testing and urinalysis testing. You're responsible for the fee for that. You will be required, you don't need to worry about that because right now, sir, you need to pay attention to what I'm saying. You haven't even read that and you're signing it. Do you know what that is?
No.
All right, that's for you to give me your firstborn child. Why were you signing it if you don't know what it is? You should pay attention to what I'm saying now. That's right there for when I go over that, then I'll have you initial that you understand those rights. So again, you're responsible for the fee associated with the preliminary breath testing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to be at any bars or any nightclubs. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're to obtain and maintain employment and provide verification to your probation officer. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You will be required to attend a 12-step program, provide verification, and participate in intensive outpatient treatment. This is a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for while on probation. 9 months of probation at $30 per month will amount to $270 for probation oversight fees. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that you will be assessed, plus a $50 statement on cost that will be assessed. And you have OWI cost recovery that's owed to the police department for responding to this incident in the amount of $293.80 that will be assessed. I'll waive discretionary fines and costs. So a total of $688.80, and you'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, lastly, what you just received there is an advice of rights as to probation. That advises you of your right to be considered for early discharge from probation once you've completed half the original term ordered by the court, so long as you've not had any violations within the 90 days preceding that request, and you have completed all of your required programming. You can make that request by using the court's MC 512 form. That's on the court website, or you can get a copy from your probation officer. If you complete that form, you file a copy of it on your probation officer, and you would serve a copy on the city attorney's office, and the city has 14 days to respond in writing with any objections to your request for early discharge. If for some reason I set it for a hearing to address your request, you have the right to have an attorney represent you, but you would have to hire that attorney because you do not have the right to court-appointed counsel for any attorney for early discharge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Have any questions about those rights?
No, I don't.
Okay, you can sign it there, acknowledging your understanding of those rights, okay?
Yep.
Don't ever sign anything without knowing what it is.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
Pretty good.
Yes, 21st, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay, when you leave here, you're gonna go down out to probation, check in with them, make sure that they have accurate contact information for you.
Okay.
And once they have completed my judgment of sentence, you'll review and sign that. And good luck to you on your probation. If all goes well, I won't see you in this capacity, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If I see you in this capacity, that means things aren't going well. And we don't want that, okay?
Yes.
Additional matters for the record, counsel.
Nothing further.
Okay, you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is Dorico McClure here?
I'm sorry, Ron.
Dorico McClure. I'm just trying, I have some show causes. I'm trying to see if he was here. Tamiko McClure's not here. You think she want? Okay, Mr. Seabrook. City of Lansing versus Kerry Alonzo Seabrook, 24L2861. 981, Mr. Seabrook, this is a show cause, because you had a fine of $250, it looks like. What are you in custody for now, sir?
Is sentencing in front of your court tomorrow on several matters.
Is one of them a DD?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, reset the show cause, please, 30 days. Okay, I'm gonna reset this because I need to know what's going on in your other matters before I can understand when you'll be able to pay that fine, okay, sir?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we'll see you tomorrow on your other matters.
Yes, ma'am.
You're all set for today. Nicholas Reed. Nisha Sumner. Jason Williams. Oh, Jason Williams. Seabrook. Ariana Duke is not here. What matters is Akanek here for? Mr. Akaneki,
Yes, Your Honor.
which matter are you here on?
I had a notice for City of Lansing v. Marvin Burke, and I filed an appearance late on Friday.
Burke? Did you reset that?
It's code compliance.
Oh, yeah, that was reset. That matter was reset.
Okay. I'll follow. Do you have the date in front of you? I can follow up.
You said he was supposed to email you. It was another focus time. I don't even see a date. Marlon Burke. Is it Burke? Marvin Burke, you said?
Yes, Marvin, Marvin.
November 4th.
I don't see it scheduled for anything either. What's the case number? Maybe this is not the right one. Yeah. What's the case number?
24006271.
6271. Housing phone. That didn't work for me. 2011 one? Yeah. 24. What's the case number again, Ms. Waldo?
0006271.
60. That might be too many zeros. Yeah, November 4th at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Oh, let's see, the Quantra Watkins.
Watkins.
Oh, he's here. He's represented by counsel though.
Yes, better. I was gonna speak with him in a moment. Speaking with Mr. Aldridge.
So. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
This is. She's paying on her court fees.
I already issued that, so. Now she wants to, or she just. For money to be her dime. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of, sorry, city of Lansing versus Quantra Watkins, 24L2865121. And then I have 24L2865122, council appearance.
Vernon Wendell, Deputy City Attorney, on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Watkins, who is standing to my right.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a free trial. There is a open and talks driver and then improper light or unauthorized improper lights. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, we have made the offer to dismiss the open end talks and with a plea to the civil infraction if Mr. Watkins completes highway safety. I have been informed he is just scheduled his highway safety. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. He has been asked to take a highway safety seminar. He hasn't done that yet. It is a class that costs some money. He just started working last week at FHI, so he's now getting the funds to do it. The court would allow an additional 2, possibly 3 weeks for him to take that course.
I've already adjourned this for 5 weeks. You weren't working, sir?
I'm still on parole, so
You're not working?
no, I'm working now. I just started working last week.
Working full time?
Yes.
And the next available date. October 28th at 11 is your next court date. You'll provide evidence to your attorney that the case that you've been registered or enrolled in the class, and that will give you an extension, okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
Additional matters for the record.
None, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You're all set. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Wendell Aldridge, 21L2669821 and 24-02959 and 24-02977. Council appearance.
Vernon Wendell, Deputy City Attorney, on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Aldridge, who is standing to my right.
Files for Mr. Aldridge. Staff of false information and it failed to display operating license. Are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, we have an agreement to dismiss the failure to display and the false info for a plea to the trespassing charge with a bill of rules for fines and costs.
If you don't mind 1 moment.
It falls on. Give you the wrong information. Yeah. it might be.
Are you ready on?
Just one moment, Your Honor, we're just confirming one thing.
Apologies, Your Honor. She did not receive all of the document.
Your Honor, I think we're ready to go now. Mr. Waddell is correct regarding the offer. I have reviewed it with Mr. Aldridge and he would like to accept it today. And if I may approach, Your Honor, I do have a signed advice of rights.
There's a killable agreement. He's prepared to pay the fine today.
Not today, Your Honor, he would need a little bit of time. He has a job interview today that he's hopeful he'll be able to pay in about a month's time once he gets his first paycheck and a little bit of money accrued.
So you want to plead guilty to a trespass? Didn't look like you did. It was like, didn't look like you want to.
I mean, I want to just to get it out the way, so.
No. You don't plead guilty just to get something out the way.
Oh, I was guilty.
Oh, well, that's why you would plead guilty then. So my question is, do you want to plead guilty? You were like,
Yes.
you do want to plead guilty? Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. I have an advice of rights here with the information sheet. It has a signature on it. Is that your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
You read this document?
Yes,
You understand the rights there?
yes,
You want to give up these rights?
yes,
So you have the right to the presumption of innocence. Even though you said you're guilty, you still presumed innocent until proven guilty unless you give that right up. You understand that? You have the right to require that the city prove your guilt. They would have to prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt at a jury trial. You have the right to remain silent and not have the silence be used against you, or you can waive your silence at trial and testify. If you'd like, you also have the right to see, hear, or question any of the witnesses the city intends to call against you, and you can have witnesses subpoenaed to testify for you at your trial. Do you understand that?
yes,
And those are all rights that you want to give up?
yes, ma'am.
Anybody threatening you to give those rights up? Who's threatening you? I asked you, is anyone threatening you to give those rights up? You said yes.
No, I said, no, man. ain't
Oh,
no
okay.
way.
Any promises being made to you in exchange for you giving up these rights?
No,
And are you currently on probation or on parole?
no,
As to trespassing, how do you plead? Factual basis, please.
Thank you. Mr. Aldridge, is it true that on or about May 5th, nope, I'm sorry, that's your birthday, October 2nd of 2024, that you were present on or near Truck Court in North March Street?
yes,
Was that in the city of Lansing,
yes,
Ingham County, Michigan?
yes,
And at that time, were you present on a location where you had previously been served a trespass letter?
yes.
Thank you, Your Honor, to believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any question?
Nothing, Your Honor.
What are you doing there, sir?
I was going to visit a friend of mine that was homeless and I was trying to bring some food. Then I was with some other, I can't remember her name. She's some legislator lady and she was trying to help the homeless people and I was trying to, do the right thing with her, but police said that you couldn't be there and I came back again to try to help some people and they took me to jail.
Is there a, I'm not sure what's open at Truck Court. What's that Truck Court?
I think it used
Is
to,
there a shelter there?
no, they were sleeping outside the
Oh,
tents.
okay. There was an encampment there or something?
Yeah,
Got it.
yes, ma'am.
I think I arranged you on this.
Yes.
You in custody
Yes,
for one day.
yes.
Any other factual reasons? He has another trespassing on November 4th, and we can just
Yeah.
arraign him one now.
I was finna tell you that because I supposed to came to court on the 14th. When I came here, they said that it was some type of holiday.
It
Probably.
was.
Can you pull his
And I
other
was
file,
kind of
please?
worried about that. I
Okay.
was kind of worried about that.
I'll accept your plea on this if I your plea you made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Credit of time, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then as soon as you get the other file, I'll arraign you on that, so you don't have to come back for arraignment in a couple weeks. You can have a seat. We have two people here, I'm not sure. I think
Yes,
one's
Your Honor, we
due.
have Ms.
Then Melissa Orban is on Zoom.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the name again, Your Honor?
Melissa Orban.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. See what's on. Buckle. Buckles, and then Orban's online. Just seeing the story on the page. Yeah, just check. Let me get the receipt. Let me see if you-
Are we ready on this Orban at all?
Once I get on, check notes. You know, I was playing phone tag with her last week. I would need to briefly speak with her.
Okay. Sounds good. And the young lady behind you.
This is Ms. Bakos.
You ready on her?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Tammy Suos, have two files, 24-02615 and 24L28866762. Council appearance.
Attorney Wendell on behalf of the city.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Bakos, who is standing to my right.
Okay, I have a no license and is speeding on files. How are we proceeding?
The city is in a position to work out and with the stipulation that her licenses issues are taken care of. So I think the son can speak more where her license is.
Yes, Your Honor. The city has asked for an attempt at compliance here. Ms. Bakos has been working on that. She is actually scheduled to go down to the Secretary of State today. I think she's hopeful that she'll actually get her license today. But so we'd be asking for a very short adjournment to allow her to do that, 1 to 2 weeks, Your Honor.
November 4th at 9:30. November 4th at 9:30. Get your notice to appear. Do you have any questions today, ma'am?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, council?
None, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You're all set, ma'am. You have a seat. We'll get you your paperwork. Let's see. On the record of the matter, the people of the city of Lansing versus Wendell Aldridge, 24-03064. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Aldridge, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Aldridge, I have a citation here that you needed to be arraigned on. Allegations that on or about October 5th, 7:39 in the morning. Ironically, about 3 days after the one you just pled guilty to, you were in the area of Truck Court in North Lark City of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan, and trespassing on the property of another. And so you received a citation that says from Officer Tory Brooks. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. You have the right to a trial, and you have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. You can require the city to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt before you're deemed guilty on this. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, you can have a public defender appointed to represent you at the expense of the public. You have the right to subpoena any witnesses or present evidence at your trial that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you. Do you have any questions about those rights? You want an attorney to represent you on this, sir? Not? You want to counsel with your previous
Yes,
attorney before you decide to do that? Okay. I'll note here that you do want a public defender. I don't know if this could be resolved today or not, but that's up to you all if you want to talk about it.
If we can get a few minutes, Your Honor, I think if we can get a copy of the discovery and quickly review it, we may be able to today so we can come back.
Okay, if you have a seat, when she works with some of these other things, she can help you with this, okay, sir?
Thank you.
Tough spot.
How much does Nicholas Reed owe?
Sorry.
How much does Nicholas Reed owe?
$206.
Oh, that's for an application. There's no-
So
I wanted to do jail. Till then. Till then. Find the culture. Yeah.
mind putting me in with Ms. Foreman?
Your Honor, I apologize. I was just going to a breakout with Ms. Foreman before I just spoke with her
I'm
first.
sorry?
I was just going into a breakout room to speak with Ms. Foreman. When you can make it, is it okay if I go speak with her for just a moment or?
Are you ready? Anybody else?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready, Mr. Aldridge, if we could handle him.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Wendell Aldridge, 24-03064. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Aldridge, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Aldridge, having been arraigned on this matter today, you did request representation through the public defender's office. And were you all able to negotiate anything on this?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, the city cannot find the discovery related to this case, so we're unable to reach a resolution today despite all of us wanting to. So we would need a pretrial date so we can handle all of that.
Really unsure why, but I can't even see the ticket in our system.
Honor said at 100 personal recognizance. Sir, you're not to be at the area of Truckport and North Larch, okay? That was at the same time?
At 9:30.
Okay, November 4th at 9:30. Get your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I'll submit an application today.
Thank you. I haven't seen Jimmy Brown.
Your Honor, he just appeared. He's sitting behind me.
Okay, let me see here. All right, are you prepared to handle Jimmy Brown?
Your Honor, we're confirming one thing. He came in and handed me documents just before. He came into the
Why are you
courtroom.
late, Mr. Brown?
Pardon?
Why are you
Well,
late?
I'm actually from Chicago. I have to GPS everything in Brown.
You told me you got lost.
I went way too far. I went all the way down.
The person that needed the interpreter is not here. Samira? Is Samira Amadi here?
I haven't seen her, Your Honor. She requires an interpreter as well.
I don't see the interpreter either. Really not understanding why we left with the administration, when they're talking, and we're still not ready to box.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Take your hood off, please. What's your name?
You know.
Oh, Mr. Garcia. Go ahead, reset, Ms. Orban. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here, and we can't still be doing 10 o'clocks.
Finish it, Your Honor, if I may be heard on the reset. She has a state case with a very, very similar charge that was November 12th. If we could have a date on our meeting.
She has Ms. Orban, your matter is gonna be reset. You need to talk to your attorney before court, okay?
Your Honor, just
Are you on mute, please?
Sorry, I had to change my permissions.
No problem.
Now, just to be clear, Ms. Orban, she has spoken with me. There was a new offer made very, very soon before I wanted to speak with her again. So Ms. Orban has communicated with me as she's supposed to.
Okay, reset to when? November 18th
At 9:30.
at 9:30.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome, you're all set.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Shear is here. Mr. Person is here. Mr. Garcia is here. I don't know if Leslie Allison is here. I don't see Leslie Allison, please.
She's not in Your Honor. I haven't seen her this morning.
Okay.
I do have Ms. Duke, Kristen, and Mr. Brown.
Could you speak up a little louder?
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. I do have Ms. Duke here who is ready as is Mr. Brown.
Oh, Jimmy Brown is ready. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people, City of Lansing. This is Jimmy Brown. This is 24L2886181, council appearance.
Wendell, Deputy Attorney on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Brown, who's standing to my right.
That is Mr. Oh, okay. Today was the date that was reset, and this is for a fail to display an operator's license. He was supposed to have an appointment with Secretary of State. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, having seen a copy of a valid license from Mr. Brown, we have agreed to, city has agreed to dismiss the failure to display for the plea to a impeding traffic. So,
I'm saying, so that you're not moving to discuss. So what you're saying?
I'm sorry, to amend.
Okay. And then to impede.
Yes, Your Honor.
Fine is $135. You ready to pay today?
No, give me a couple weeks.
Okay, you can pay at the criminal traffic window, or you can make payment online using your case number, okay? We're all set.
Your Honor, just for my notes, was there a due date for that?
I gave him 30 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On the record of the matter, the city of Lansing versus Ariana Duke, 24L287644. 441 and 442, council appearance.
Brandon Wendell, Deputy City Attorney on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, on behalf of the city. Can I apologize, Your Honor, did you read 3 case files for today?
No, I stopped at 404, I think, the first time.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, so today was the date that was scheduled for a reset for pre-trial. She was, this was adjourned because there was a hold on her license. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we have seen progress of the payment towards the outstanding fines. City has agreed to dismiss the beverage display and the defendant to pay to the text message. So
That's correct, Your Honor.
You want to accept responsibility to the use of the handheld wireless communications while operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, it's $135. You're gonna pay.
Put it on my collections.
I'm sorry,
Can you push it out or put it on my other fines and costs?
you have a collection
I do.
plan.
Yeah, it's $20 a month.
Are you working
It's cool.
in school? Where?
Graduation Alliance for the high school completion program.
And so you're in school full time,
Yeah,
all day?
all day. Yep, that's how VHS pays for my kids go to school too. So.
Okay. So you're paying $20 a month on your payment plan? This will be added to that payment plan. Any additional matters for the record?
and Your Honor,
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Mr. Garcia, why is your hood on in my courtroom? Okay, did you need to speak with someone?
Yes, Your Honor. I need to speak with Mr. Person and Mr. Garcia.
Mr. Shear.
Mr. Shear I'm already prepared on this case. I might have presented my social worker warrant if he wanted to speak with me, but I'm prepared to proceed on his file then.
Up to you. And are you with Mr. Garcia? Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, we were landed here today. Okay, yeah, that's main story.
On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing, which is Gino Garcia 24-00279. Here's this.
Brandon Wandell on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Garcia, who's standing to my right.
Okay, let's see. This is a driving unlicensed. How are we proceeding?
I'll defer to the city.
Thank you, Your Honor. The city has asked him to try and reach compliance in this issue, given that would be requesting a 30-day adjournment. He's hopeful about going to the Secretary of State for his test next week, but I don't know if we require anything after that.
We did that in April. Mr. Garcia said defendant has permit road test this week, May 6th. I set it out.
I had a feeling back then.
You said what?
I had a feeling the test back then. I'm just not struggling.
And then you also had a traffic signal. Did he pay that?
Something on the 18th, Your Honor. I think he has one other fine outstanding with a balance on it, but he paid off an entirety of one fine on the 18th.
Okay. You said what date? November 25th at 9:30. November 25th at 9:30. You have any questions today? Get your notice to appear any additional matters for the record.
None, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
You're all set. Mr. Person? Okay, he's in the room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Previous offers on these cases. We need to get them moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
Yes.
Your attorney wants to meet with you in the private meeting room.
Okay. Is it breakout room 1?
Yes.
Hi, this is Jayla Bowers. I'm just saying that I'm here, so you guys know that I'm here. This is Jayla Bowers speaking. I just realized that you guys have been muted the whole time, so I couldn't hear you guys.
That's because we're not talking to you. You stay muted until we call your name.
Okay, thank you.
Lansing School Resources Committee. Bad technical. We made a 6-day fail and your vote.
Oh, okay.
Do you need to speak with Mr. Shear?
I don't need to, Your Honor. If you would like to speak with me, I can briefly. It looks like he would like to speak with me, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Sutter, can I bring him back?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go with him first because he just got background noise.
Pearson.
This person, and then there's Mr. Shear.
Yes, Your Honor. Both Mr. Kristen and Mr. Shear are ready to go.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Anthony Shearer, I have 21-00201, 204, and 631. Council appearance.
Brendan Waddell, Deputy City Attorney on behalf of City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for pre-trial. I have a failure to stop after property damage accident, no insurance, and a blood alcohol content over 0.17. How are we proceeding on these?
I'm assuming nothing has changed in the recent conversation between counsel and her client. The city has offered a 1-for-1 for the misdemeanors and then 1-for-1 also for the civil infractions. So dismissal of the
Your Honor, if I may very quickly, I think Mr. Waddell is talking about Mr. Person. We're currently on the record with Mr. Shear, correct?
Oh, we're on Shear.
I'm sorry.
Yep. He has the blood alcohol content over 0.17, the no insurance, and then failure to stop after property damage.
Yes, and if the court would like, I think I can probably provide a better update on Mr. Shear than Mr. Waddell might be aware of.
Thank you.
As for thank you. As for Mr. Shear, we've adjourned in the past because there was a kind of agreement reached between myself and the city regarding Mr. Shear going into a specialty court on a unrelated felony case. So this case has been pushed out as a result of that, and we're asking to do that again today. He is being screened for a specialty court up in the circuit court. He is meeting with his felony attorney on that later this week, and we would just ask the court to give us some additional time to allow for that screening and hopeful admission to the specialty court to happen.
How much time?
If the court would, that's harder to guess, Your Honor. If the court would allow 30 days at this point.
November 25th at 10.
Thank you, Your Honor. And may I very briefly be heard on bond?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. My understanding is that Mr. Shear currently has no bond on these cases. Given we're seeking to put him into the specialty court, we're hoping that once a bed becomes available, the bonds here won't stand in the way of that. If the court would mind adding some language that the bond here would allow him to go into in-person treatment once that bed becomes available for him.
I can add that language, and the reason why his bond had to be set this way is because he was supposed to be in treatment previously, and he absconded, and then there was times where he was in the hospital after being in the custody of Ingham County Jail and walked out rather than get treatment. So we had to do that to secure his ability to proceed and appear in court. What I'll do is I'll note here that once he's screened, if he is going to be treated or receive treatment, that his bond can convert.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you explain that to me a little bit?
So what she's allowing, Anthony, is what we talked about, that if once you get residential treatment set up, this bond will allow you to go to that. It won't be in the way of it.
Okay, good. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
I know I've, let you down in the past, but honestly, since my incarceration, I've been, I go to AA every week. I'm in the CATS program. I've also started the Suboxone program. My mind has actually had time to really clear, from, what I was doing to myself. I'm really trying to change, like I said, my mind's, from the time I've been here about 80 days now, and I've been on the Suboxone the whole time, almost the whole time. And like I said, my mind's clear, and I've really got a different outlook, and I'm really trying to get out and do what I'm supposed to do. With that being said, I just wanted to address you and try to, tell you what I'm trying to do and what my plans I'm hoping to do in the future, Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you sharing that. I can tell you there's been rare instances where jail staff has been concerned about the life and health of an inmate, and you were one of those people where they were concerned you were going to drink yourself to death because of your health. Yeah. And so, yeah, sure. We needed some treatment. We tried to get you to the hospital, and the illness that you were battling took control, and you were led by that. I think you being in custody for some time and having that ability to detox or begin the detoxification process has been to your benefit, and hopefully your body is getting a break and being able to be restored to some degree. And then once you get residential treatment, hopefully that'll help push you in the right direction. But I'm happy to do what's necessary to get you into that residential treatment so long as you have made the decision to do what you need to do, okay?
Sure, I appreciate that. Like I said, I thank you, and I mean, I'm hoping, to really change and become the productive member of society that I need to be, the father I need to be. I just can't keep doing this to myself.
Agreed. All right, well, good luck to you if I don't see you before the 25th of November. Any additional matters for the record?
Done, Your Honor.
Nothing further. Thank you.
You're all set, Mr. Shear.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Same to you. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Thomas Devon Person 24 L2897631632 633 and 641. Council appearance.
Brendan Waddell, Deputy City Attorney on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter appearing today on behalf of Mr. Person, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, today's the date that was scheduled for a pre-trial and two pre-trials, I think, and two explanation hearings. How are we proceeding on these?
Yes, the city is in agreement with Mr. Person to dismiss the driving unregistered for a plea to the improper plate, as well as accept responsibility for the no insurance for dismissal for the traffic signal.
Counsel, how does your client want to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. That is a correct statement of the offer, and Mr. Person would like to accept it.
Is that correct, Mr. Person?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And the misdemeanor file. Improper plate, you have the right to proceed to trial. You have the right to jury trial, and you have the right to the presumption of innocence. You can require the city prove your guilt at trial beyond a reasonable doubt, and remain silent at that trial and not have silence be used against you. You can waive your silence and testify on your own if you like. You also can have witnesses subpoenaed to testify for you at that trial and present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charges being brought against you. You understand that those would be the rights that you would give up if you plead guilty? Did you hear me, Mr. Person?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand those would be the rights that you would give up if you pled guilty? Anybody threatening you to give up your rights and plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being made to you to get you to want to plead guilty to this charge?
No, ma'am.
As to improper plate, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis.
Thank you. Mr. Person, is it true that on or about September 5th of 2024, you were driving a vehicle on or near the cross-section of Malcolm X Boulevard and North Martin Luther King Boulevard?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, you were driving a black 2007 GMC that did not have proper plates on the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the city?
None from the city, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find the plea to be voluntarily and intelligently made. And then as to the no insurance, you're accepting responsibility, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your fine on the no insurance is $150, and then the improper plate is $205. When will you pay?
Well, I'm just now starting my job this week, so I was hoping for maybe like a month and a half.
How much you gonna pay in 30 days?
I can pay at least 230 days.
Okay, I'll note that you'll pay the improper plate within 30 days and the other ticket within 60 days. Any
Okay.
additional matters for the record?
No, ma'am.
None, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Jayla Bowers is present via Zoom.
And Your Honor, I also was unable to speak with her last week if I might have a very short breakout room.
I lose the other sheet of my docket. Did I give it to some other of those? Okay, Jayla Bowers is here. Who's in the courtroom? I have
Jayla Bowers.
Aisha Green.
Your Honor, are you guys
present.
no?
Yes, Aisha Green is in person, and then who else?
Mr. Morales.
And then James Morales is in person. The record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jayla Bowers, 24L2863-831. Council appearance.
Brandon Wendell, Deputy City Attorney on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Ms. Bowers.
So can you reset this matter so that she can work on compliance? How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did speak with Ms. Bowers. She has done everything regarding getting her permit other than come up with the last bit of money for it. I understand that we've adjourned before for this. I would ask the court respectfully to consider one last adjournment for her to gather the money to go to the Secretary of State and get her permit. She's in all ways completed everything that's required of her. It's just the money at this point.
Okay, did she get employment?
She is still working on that, Your Honor. She's got some things going on next week that she's hopeful about.
Yeah, I think I reset this and said for her to give us a status on her employment.
Yeah,
Sure.
Your Honor. I believe she's got some less appointments with an employer that she's hoping to start with.
Like interviews or?
I think she's beyond the interview stage.
Okay.
I did get a job. But for some reason, my employer gave me hours that I cannot work. I did tell them I could only work during my son's school hours. But when I got the schedule literally today, it was not the hours that I could work at all. They're after school hours. And it was just a miscommunication. So they're working on that today. So I am employed, but I'm not sure if I might have to turn the job down due to the miscommunication of hours. So I did think I had a job up until today, realizing we have a miscommunication with hours.
So if they're able to switch your hours around, then she'll be employed and then have the funds.
Yes, then I would be able to have the funds immediately, and I'm definitely going to make that payment of my permit purchase and then to go get my driver's license and do the road test as well.
But if they don't, then she's gotta find a job.
That's right.
Okay. Give me 30 days.
November 25th at 10.
November 25th at 10.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So November 25th, you'll either be providing evidence of your permit or evidence of a new job.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're all set for today.
Okay, have a great day. Thank you guys.
Thank you. That's Ms. Green.
Yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the city of Lansing, or matters of the city of Lansing versus Aisha Green, 24L28747437417442. Appearance, please.
Everyone down, Deputy City Attorney on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Ms. Green, who's standing to my right.
Okay, I have an expired license, an expired plate, and no proof of insurance. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, being satisfied with the proof of registration and insurance, the city is prepared to dismiss the 2 civil infractions. Driving with license suspended to interfering with traffic.
Expired license.
Yes.
And the other matters are dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
interfered with traffic 2.0 infraction.
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to accept responsibility to that? I'm sorry?
Yes, it's been explained.
She's asking.
Oh,
Oh. Fine, it's $135. Who can you pay?
I'm just getting started with work. I did get laid off from where I was working because it happened. So if you can just give me 30 days, I'm just getting started. Should be able to pay that.
I'll know that you pay within 30 days. Any additional matters for the record?
And Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set. Why I have this case, I don't see it on my docket. Richard Connick?
Those are cold compliance.
It's not scheduled for today though, was it? It was on. Reset. That, was that the one he passed away?
Yeah, that's.
Okay. Oh.
I think they're giving them to December 16th. Family to fix the
Yeah,
code issues.
At 11. I didn't see Leslie Allison. And Justin Pettit is not here either. I can accept that one. Everyone needs. Oh, you want it? Yeah.
No.
Is it fine? I don't think I have. What's the name? No. No, I don't have it. Oh, this is it. I'll put it in the file.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Yes.
I don't think I heard the result of what was happening with Amadi. Amadi. She was in the interpreter case for today.
Thanks so much. She didn't appear. Oh, is this it? Let's do it, please. There was a substitution. Oh. Yeah, should have been in this. Yeah. The record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus James Morales Jr. 19-01192. Down to the parents.
Anyone down Deputy City Attorney on behalf of City of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, appearing on behalf of Mr. Morales for today's plea.
Okay, and this was an income tax, failure to pay income tax. I think we attempted to do a plea over Zoom, but that was not successful. Are we still moving forward with the plea?
Thank you, Your Honor. We'd like to still move forward with the plea.
What was the term to be paid? The city's gonna dismiss count 1 and waive penalties and interest I have, and the defendant was gonna be referred. Was to pay under deferred sentences, what I have.
That's correct, Your Honor. I believe the deferred sentence payment was totaling $440.
I have an advice, right? So.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Morales, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yeah.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Do you understand all the rights here? You want to give these rights up? Okay, so you have the right to proceed to trial, and you could have had a jury trial in this matter. You could have required the city to prove your guilt by proving each element of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You want to give your right to make them prove you guilty? You do? No? You're not sure? You have the right to make them prove you guilty. You don't have to plead guilty, is what I'm telling you. So you can maintain your innocence, and they would have to prove your guilt unless you give up that right. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to plead guilty?
I don't need to do the trial.
Okay, so you want to waive your right to trial, which means you're waiving your right to have them prove your guilt, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you also will give up your right to testify at your trial or remain silent if that's what you like to do, or you can also subpoena witnesses that would testify for you at your trial, or submit evidence at trial that you think show a defense to the charge being brought against you. Those are all rights that you would give up by pleading guilty. You understand that? Anybody threatening you to give those rights and plead guilty, to give up those rights? I'm sorry? Any promises being made to you if you give up those rights and plead guilty?
No.
You're pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty.
Yes, sir.
As to count 2, failure to pay income tax in 2012, how do you plead? Factual basis.
Thank you. Mr. Morales, is it true that during the tax year of 2012, you were a resident of the city of Lansing? And you would have owed city taxes to the city of Lansing?
Yes.
And is it true that as of September 12th of 2024, there was an outstanding tax balance to the city of Lansing totaling $440 from 2012?
Yes.
And that's money that you hadn't paid for that tax year. Your Honor, I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the city?
And
The court is satisfied with the factual basis, and I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Says the amount due is $440.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much time you need to pay that?
Your Honor, if I may, the agreement was to a deferred sentence of 6 months for him to make those payments. The successful payment at the end of that would result in a dismissal.
I recognize that. I have that written in my file. I'm asking how much time does he need to pay it?
I'll have it done before 6 months.
Typically, we give up to a year, so if it's gonna take him more time, I give him more time.
I'll have it done before
It'll do it in 6 months.
Yeah, just for clarity, Your Honor, we aim for 6 months on the long end after a discussion.
I'm sorry?
After discussions with him, I requested 6 months as a long was all for him. He advised me he did not need quite that long, but I could produce it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna set it for sentencing, 6 months out.
Yeah, April 22nd at 9 a.m.
So what time?
9 a.m.
April 22nd at 9 a.m. If you pay that in full, your attorney can notify us so that it can be dismissed and you won't have to appear. Okay?
Yes.
You're currently looking at a payment of about $73 a month in order to get that paid in time. If you don't have it paid before then and we have to proceed with sentencing, I can and will impose fines that go on top of that 440, okay? You have any questions?
Where's my paperwork? I can send you all the email with. They don't.
Were you saying you didn't get notice to appear for today?
No, I didn't get anything today.
Are you at the address on Pleasant Street in Artful, Ohio?
I'm in Pinckney.
Sorry, I can't hear
Sorry.
you.
I'm in Pinckney, Michigan.
You gave us that address at your arraignment though. You gave us Pleasant Street. So when did you move?
Okay, what's your new address for the court?
108, or sorry, 1018
1018.
East.
We can't hear him on the record.
1018 East Unadilla Street, UNADILLA.
Apartment 2. Pinckney.
Okay, is your phone number still the number that ends in 9175?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so your notice to appear for your sentencing, we're gonna give you today in hand. But any other, if that changes, because again, that's 6 months out, you'll get a notice to that address. If your address changes, you need to let us know, okay? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city.
Nothing further, thank you.
You're all set. I bet you wanted to had it. That's all we have for the